All right, we got the guys checking out the race truck, but wow, look what Jake has for me. And you know what? Jake and the Supercharger match. They got the grabber blue look today, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, here it is. Hey, I wonder if this car has anything special on the engine. Look at that. Holy crow. You know, wow, holy smokes, that is badass. Look at the dual intake. I can only imagine the amount of time it took to make all that work and the whole clip, right? Like the whole front clip had to come off, didn't it, for the intercooler?
Oh, yeah. Upgraded the injectors, fuel system.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it's a whole kit.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, even for me, I should have had a before picture and after picture. Like, I can't remember. That's part of the intercooler?
This is new for the Supercharger.
Okay.
It's its own intake system.
Wow.
Also, the Whipple maintenance schedule right up here.
Oh, wow.
Every 20K, we're gonna take care of the belt. Every 100K, the oil for the Supercharger.
And so you're saying, but I'm supposed to now put 2050 in it? Or 050?
550.
550. Well, what was it before?
I believe these were 530.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Now,
standard semi-synthetic 530.
So the gentleman did the work that drove the car. Did he come back and say much at all? I mean, did he say it's worth it or eh?
It's definitely worth it.
Really?
I mean, let's do a cold start. You can hear for yourself.
Okay, that's well. Remember, it's a manual. Like we can't do the remote.
No, sir. No,
do you know
sir.
how to drive a manual? Do you want to answer that question on my YouTube channel?
Say, do I know how to drive a manual?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I learned in actually, believe it or not, Fiat 500s.
Oh, wow, because you know that isn't a dime a dozen anymore if people know how to drive a manual.
Yeah.
Now, the back end sounds sweet, but you know, it's incredible. Oh, wow. Listen to that Whipple. I can hear a little bit of that whining noise. It's a whining. I wonder if this thing has, like my Hellcats, you hear that supercharger whine for Hellcats. You get that with the Whipple.
Yes, you do. You're going to hear it. I don't want to cold rev it on you.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to warm up a little bit.
Okay. All right.
Yes, you do get a little bit of that stereotypical supercharger whine.
All right. It sounds so good. And the motor sounds so good. You know how you get that tick, the famous tick in the engines? And so far, I'm hearing more of the enjoyment of the Whipple than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You don't even get to hear it yet.
Well, one thing I kind of had a good idea about is, I thought I left this here for a while. If it had any drips or leaks, you'd find out. So part of me is like, let us just stay at the dealership a few days, just to make sure all the clamps are really, you know that story, right?
Yeah, we drove it after tuning it just to make sure that everything is all squared away, like nice and tight.
Right. But for the record, for the people watching my channel, so did this whole nose have to come off for the most part?
Yes, it does. The whole front end comes apart just to make all the access easier for the front end. Because you got all the additional pulleys and all the plate gear for the supercharger setup.
Right.
That's not there from factory.
And then the new intercoolers where? Way down the bottom?
If I'm
even
not mistaken, that's very difficult to see, but I think it's just stacks with the radiator.
Okay.
It's just in the stack of the radiator. There's a spot for it.
So how was the mechanic's attitude? Did he feel like this kind of went the right direction or was it a pain in the ass?
Well, Nuru has his own Mustang that's a twin turbo, so he's all about this.
Oh, that's great. So he felt good about it.
Oh yeah.
He enjoyed it. He sounded like was this, but I've heard he's done a lot of these.
Yes, he has. He's done a fair few on the older chassis. This is the first one we've done of the new S650 chassis.
Okay.
So, and to do it on a dark horse, it makes sense. This thing belongs on that motor.
But what I question though is, you've got an extra now 150 pounds. You got to wonder how the front suspension is going to take that. You know what I mean? Because there's 150 more pounds of weight up front end. It'll be interesting when I drive this car if I can really feel that, if you know what I mean.
Well, keep in mind this car also has the enhanced aero for the dark horse.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I understand all that.
I don't think it's going to affect it too much as far as drivability, as far as added weight. You're going to definitely feel the additional power.
Okay, so what's the guesstimation of what this thing's pushing out? Does anyone even know?
I'd say probably on pump gas, without an E85 specific tune, at least 7.
Yeah, right. That's what I got to stage 1.
Yeah.
Because I want this to supposedly I have a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty
Yes,
on this because you guys did the work, and I didn't go to the stage 2.
Yes, sir.
And that stage 2 would put me probably at 800, but then the motor blows up. You're on your own.
Not so sure about the warranty implications of the stage 2 setup, but for the stage 2, which should be smaller pulley, different injectors, because we should be switching over to E85 at that point because it's colder and it'll make a lot more power.
Right. So if I ever want to go stage 2, it wouldn't be that radical to do, right or wrong.
It'd be a whole different setup because you'd have to change out all the fuel rails.
So you feel confident? But you feel confident stage 2 is automatic E85? Do you know that? I have no idea.
I honestly do not know. I haven't done too much research into it, but E85 would increase the power output.
Right.
But these things do not take E85 from the factory. They don't have the flex twin sorter for it.
Right. All right, this is Jake at Kuhn's Silver Spring Ford, and he's a great service writer. If you get a chance, come see him. He will take care of you. He's a very personal guy. He's been around. He knows the game. Thank you very much. Appreciate your information. This is classic. My leftover sandwich. You stole my car, but now I got one of my guys. My daughter's trying to call me while it's the moment of truth. And all right, try it again. The kid's trying to call me. Let's see. Jake says when I get in the car, I'm going to hear a rumble. I'm going to hear the rumble. This thing's hot. So my hearing isn't very good. I hear more exhaust. Than I do that. But wow, I got to get the...
You can definitely hear the supercharger whine.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'm with you on that. But wow. But you know, it's good. It's just, she sounds really good. I mean, she sounds really good. But
it sounds like it's supposed to.
Until I drive it, I won't know, but it sounds really nice. All right, here I made it. I am at Kuhn's Silver Spring Ford, who completed the project. The Whipple horse. I'll call it the Whipple horse adventures, where Jake and his team went out of their way to take care of me. Well, they got paid, but hey, they had a great time, great adventure. Start her up, and let's hear how the brand new Dark Horse with the Whipple supercharger, stage 1 is on it. Get a little whine out of that thing, a little bit of exhaust. Let's see if we can hear a little of that thing zoom up. You can go ahead and get it. Oh man, can you hear that? Wow. There's that twin screw right there. But yeah, what's incredible is how the Hellcat engine definitely has a different whine on that supercharger. But here it is. I finally got her done. I'm going to drive her home. I'm going to give some reviews. The mechanic did it. Thank you so much. He loves it. These guys like it. It's their first Dark Horse, first generation supercharger install. See if Jake likes the remote start exhaust net. Come on back here, and it's not doing it, huh?
Start it from the rear.
I wonder why. I wonder why it's not starting. Yeah.
Come on.
So it won't do it. Oh, there you go. Lock it. Yeah. This thing is a race truck. I'm not lying. It's a race truck. All right, he likes it. He's a motorhead. He's a musclehead. All right, I got to change gear out of one vehicle to the next vehicle. So, oh boy, it's never ending. The change, the challenges. And a lot of people will probably be like, you should have done the race truck. You get more attention. Probably would. I don't disagree. Right, because there's like a gazillion supercharged race trucks out there. All right, I think he's gonna have me do something. I don't know. Okay. All right, you think I should just pull my car out?
Yep.
All right, that's great. Now there you go. See, he likes it. It's official. The bill is paid. The race truck is in the shop. But you know what, man? I tell you what, it just doesn't end with all the technology, all these different cars. Even for me, I get lost. I get lost on what are we doing here. So normal, we want the sport section. You got the track, which that's the real deal. So, but the question is, where's the damn exhaust? You know, where do I get the exhaust? So I'm not hearing the exhaust. And I'm just, as always, confused as hell with all my different cars. I haven't been in this thing so long. Custom mode, sport, and there's the exhaust. So let's hear. We want the exhaust to go to track. So we're on track now. All right. But you know what? With my guy, Mr. Mac, he was the guy that did all this work. And can I remember what he did? Not really. And he got some really cool guys here. And I got to freaking hit the truck. It's incredible how the slope, I can't even see if I can get out. Is it clear? All right. Holy crap. Woo! This thing's badass. Wow. I mean, am I even getting into this thing? Holy crow. So this thing totally just decided to have its own attitude. And the thing is, the traction control's off, so it definitely had some fun time there. Yeah, am I going to make it home without going to jail on this one? I don't know, man. This is not good, right? I mean, wow. I mean, wow beyond wow. Woo! Blast. Oh my gosh. Yeah, am I having some fun? I am, but you know what? I got to get that traction control back on because I will get myself in trouble, man. And it's off. Oh, there it is. So now I got it right there. Oh my gosh. Wow. I think the guys got some enjoyment out of that. Woo! So yeah, so one thing is very obvious. To get this thing to bust loose is like nothing. So that's huge already. And driving this car just right out of the gate is like, wow. I mean, oh my gosh. That was some fun time for sure. Oh my goodness. I can, you know, I haven't driven this car enough to really say, like, right now that I'm experiencing the I'm gonna go back to sport. I don't know why. Let's see, here's mode. Let's go to modes. You know, I'm just not in these cars enough, and I got to get the to really be that in tune with it. So the front end, like the steering feels heavy, but that was because it was probably in the track mode. That would be my guess. But at the same time, feeling right now, and just again, for me being the guy that has only been in this car, how many miles? That's 402 miles on it. So it's not like I've lived behind the wheel of this car that much. But the fun factor is definitely there. And I love this hold feature right now, how I can let go of the brake and this car is holding itself on a hill to take off. And I'm not sure that isn't what the fun factor is. And yeah, to be able to go, all right, yeah, I know everybody, track apps, blah, 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 get back home. There's that. How do I get that exhaust mode? Let's see, I mean, for everybody who watch my channel, what the hell did we do this thing when it came to us changing out the exhaust the back? We did the Corsa H pipe, but what else did we do? I'm just trying to think out loud. And I'm sure others would be like, I think that's all we did. Wow. So this thing here, letting out the clutch. Wow. Yeah. But here's what's really interesting. You don't really hear that. I'm not really hearing that supercharger. I mean, That is a fact. But I got the windows down, and time to get on the road. And just after that little stint back there, I'm like, wow. There's a little bit of that gurgle and pop. So now the question is, did he put it back? And the I'm assuming this thing has the rev matching. Ooh. Wow. Haha.